Go time. All right. Let's get our intro happening.
To the Midday Meltdown with J&J Video Reacts.
Thank you for the 582 subscribers that are a part of this experience. This is the Midday Meltdown. You know, I'm thinking about changing the name of that. All right, let's make sure my mic's not muted. Thinking about changing it. Maybe meltdown is not the right terminology. You know, leave me a comment as to what you think we should change the name of this show to. Midday, the exact opposite, right? Midday motivator, midday motivation. You know what you know what I mean? Lunchtime gems. But those of you that support this channel and come here and listen to the stream or listen to it on the replay game, let me know what you think in the comments. What do you think? Maybe meltdown is not the right word. Maybe we should get a different word. I was just thinking about that today. I'm like, man, you know, meltdown, you know, we don't necessarily, we could say midday breakdown, you know, well, breakdown, I don't know if we want to do that either, right? But yeah, let me know. I'm open to suggestions if you think we should change the name of the Midday Meltdown to something else. And without further ado, I just want to remind you to do this. Hey, did you know that you could single-handedly help this channel grow by clicking the like button down here on the left? And if you're not already, go ahead and subscribe here on the right. Share the video with friends and family, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can get notified when we do new videos or live streams. Thanks! Welcome to the Midday Meltdown for right now. It's still named that, and I'm your host, J&J Video Reacts. Welcome, guys. This is something that I am committed to, whether I have one person in my chat or 500 people in the chat. I believe strongly that everything that we can put out into the universe that's positive, that trains us how to self-heal, how to, you know, self-empower is needed, especially after coming off a pandemic. where everybody's minds are so screwed over from facing death on a daily basis, of people that we weren't, that never we expected to see that happen. I mean, global pandemics are few and far in between. I don't know that we've ever had a global. I know we've had pandemic, but global. I don't know. Maybe that's what a pandemic is by definition instead of an epidemic. But I'll tell you, it definitely, if you weren't a germaphobe or OCD, you became that way simply from being exposed to so much negativity and separation. It's the time to come together now. It's time to get our minds right and come together. And, anybody who teaches that, I'm with it. If there are any other live streams out there that are doing this, I know I See Green does it. I know that Karen and Thomas BSR focuses on preparedness and getting your mind right. Karen did a live the other day, or a video on manifestation. And I did one as well last week. Manifestation is huge in people's lives. And if you don't know how to do it, I suggest you check out their channel or check out some of the previous videos that I've done on how to manifest what you want in your life. You got to think about what you want in your life. But the first step to making those changes happens in your subconscious mind. And that's one of the things that people have to learn to get a grip on, and how to use that. Your conscious mind, basically, if you will indulge me, your conscious mind is a gatekeeper. And those of you that have been in sales are well familiar with that term, gatekeeper. Gatekeeper is usually the secretary that answers the phone, that it's her job to screen you, okay? Or his job, okay? It's the gatekeeper's job to screen you. You want to get to whoever makes decisions. In our case, that's our subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind is basically your conscious mind, and let's just put this out there. Your conscious mind basically is a file cabinet. That's all it's good for. It takes in information and stores it and files it away for future use. Oh, okay. I said this and you reacted that way. Interesting. Okay. Got it. Your subconscious mind executes. So the next time you come across this situation, it's going to go off of what your conscious mind filed away, right? And you're going to act from that place. Okay. Now, if you want to make changes in your life, well, change happens subconsciously. Okay. You cannot change something about yourself or your environment unless you change your subconscious first. Let me repeat that. You cannot make any changes in your life until you change your subconscious mind. That's huge. Let's see something here. I'm going to do something a little different today. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to try something a little different today. Okay. I am going to, after I finish, with the slides, I'm going to share my screen with YouTube. And I'm going to put on Dauchsy Meditations. I want you guys to hear what I experience when I am sleeping and what I'm using that has changed my life and has allowed me to move forward in a way more positive light than I was. But back to the lecture at hand. Your conscious mind is, in fact, the file cabinet, and the subconscious mind has the job of executing those thoughts and ideas that are taken in by the conscious mind. But make no mistake, the conscious mind, as I mentioned earlier, is a gatekeeper. Okay, conscious mind kind of it blocks you. If it's something that your conscious mind doesn't want or doesn't like, because remember, your conscious mind is responsible for protecting you as well. So it tends to feed you a lot of negative information in preparation for that. Okay. It's like, okay, it works like this. You've touched a hot stove before, your mind files away that if you touch a hot stove, it's hot, you're going to burn yourself. Don't do that again. Okay. Your subconscious mind internalizes that and executes from that point. So the next time you walk up on that hot stove, your subconscious mind says, remember, that's hot. Don't touch it. Okay. Now your mind's let that go, right? But then where it becomes dangerous is your conscious mind takes in a thing of fear, right? Okay, you're driving down the highway. This is one that Dauchsy had happen to him. And a car came up behind him. And he noticed that the car was traveling a little bit faster than it should have been, right? And his conscious mind saw it coming, but his subconscious had no past experience of him being rear-ended. The conscious mind had no reason to think he was going to be rear-ended because people pull up behind you at a red light all the time, right? And they just stop. How often do we actually get rear-ended? So there was no file there saying, oh, get out of the way, this car is going to rear-end you. Even if it was coming up a little fast, he's going to stop. That's what was there. The file is he's going to stop. And the subconscious mind led him to stay where he was because what? He knew from past experience and taking in what the conscious mind told him that he wasn't going to be hit. So don't move. Well, in this case, it was different. The person rear-ended him, and he ended up, he was okay, luckily. Had a little bit of damage to the car in the back. He was not hurt. He had a little bit of a back pain and maybe a little bit of a headache. Other than that, he was fine, right? Well, let me tell you. What ended up happening was he developed a little bit of PTSD behind that. His conscious mind filed that away. And the subconscious mind now internalized that and had a feeling behind it. Once it becomes a feeling, and fear was that feeling, once that became attached to it and it wasn't just the thought in the subconscious mind, it began to be processed. And now, when he sat at a red light, what do you think happened? Now, he didn't move the car anytime somebody came up, but he had what? He had a fear. He had PTSD that somebody was going to hit him again. And it became so bad that the pain that he initially had in his back resurfaced. Eventually, it initially went away because it wasn't that hard of a hit, but it started resurfacing. And what started happening was his body started reacting and started kind of basically having a residual and started bringing up pain, based on what had happened before. So the conscious mind filed that away, and the subconscious mind now is going off of that one experience and created that fear and anxiety around somebody coming up behind him. Right? So in order for him to change that, what did he need to do? He needed to get into his subconscious mind and erase that file and replace it with, hey, things are normal. People don't hit you from the rear. That was a one-time occurrence. But he had to change that thought subliminally. We take in stuff every day that we watch, that we look at on social media, that we look at on cable or television, that we take in from the news, that we take in from TV, television shows, our past experiences, like what happened to him, what we've seen, what we experience. We take all that in through the conscious mind. And our subconscious determines what it's going to keep and what it's going to dispense and what's going to throw out. The conscious mind doesn't make it, just takes it all in. Give it all to me. Give it all to me. I'm a file cabinet. Okay. But when it comes to making change, the conscious mind only knows what it has filed away, which is everything. So it picks from everything. A lot of those things are negative. And when you try to change that, the conscious mind's like, nope, this file is here. So this is something that we live by. This is something that we go on. This is something that you got to pay attention to because it happened. It creates that fear. Okay. It's gatekeeping right now. No. We're not tapping into anything other than what we know as a file. We're not dealing with the subconscious. This is me. I'm on guard now. I'm at post right now. Okay, I'm the one that's taking care of business right now. You are awake, so we are going off of what I say. It's gatekeeping. It's not letting anything back to the subconscious. It's handling things right now because you're what? Wide awake. You're conscious. But when you are subconscious, meaning usually sleeping or daydreaming, whatever. But when you are not actively using your conscious mind, you are considered acting off of subconsciousness. Okay. And when you're asleep, you're completely unconscious, which is when your conscious mind, unconscious, is gone. It's sleeping. Okay. Your subconscious mind never sleeps. I should have made that a thumbnail. Your subconscious mind never sleeps. It is always going. But your conscious mind, when you go to sleep, your unconscious goes to sleep. That's the time to get to your conscious, the one that actually controls what you do. That's the time to tap into it, when you're knocked out sleeping. Okay? So when you listen to things like Dauchsy meditations, when you want to change your thoughts, when you want to listen to things that when you want to try to affect your subconscious mind, the best time is while you're sleeping. That's when subliminal healing, which is the name of this stream. So that's when subliminal healing works the best, while you are sleeping. That is the only time that it really truly works, is when you're sleeping, when you are not actively using your conscious mind, and your conscious mind is not blocking what you're trying to take in, what you're trying to do, because it's too much work. Oh, I got to change this file out and change that file out. You can bypass the gatekeeper and get directly to the one that controls it all by listening to subliminal messages while you're sleeping. That's how it works. Subliminal. It's under the surface. Okay, I feel like I'm giving a freaking English lesson. And the place that I have gone to on YouTube for that type of healing is Dauchsy Meditations, is what it looks like. So you might want to click on that if you are looking to make some positive changes in your life. Click on that and subscribe. I'm not getting sponsored by Dauchsy in any way. It saved my life. So that's why I push it so much. It worked for me. You know, Dauchsy's huge. Another thing that I do, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to try to go ahead and share the screen. I want you to hear some of what he does, because it's really, really phenomenal. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little bit of music on while I'm doing this, because I don't just want it to be dead air. And I'm going to pull up Dauchsy Meditation so that I can share my screen. Okay, just give me 1 second. Be patient with me. Those of you that are here live with me, and if nobody's here, then it doesn't matter. I feel like we're in a classroom. Okay, so let's share our screen. You know what? Let me see. What is that saying there? Browser, there we go. YouTube. Audio is checked. Okay. Okay. So there is Dauchsy Meditations. Okay. Okay, so here's Dauchsy Meditations. Let's see. Let's look at that way. All right. And he's got several meditations based on what it is that you're looking to do. Okay. It's weird. I am actually subscribed. Why does it? You know what? Because I'm actually not subscribed on my computer. Let's do that. And let's go ahead and notification bell. I'm subscribed on the phone, but you know how it is with different devices. I'm not subscribed though. Okay, so you manifest healing. This is the one here that I actually used I actually do use.
Your mind, take a break. No need to think about anything at this moment.
Okay.
Now, you can breathe how ease.
I'll start it over.
Focusing on the breath. Welcome to Dauchsy Meditation. This meditation was made to help with the physical that you need. Many people do not realize that it is truly our own body and mind that contribute the most to the healing process. Even when we take medication, get a doctor, illness, it is the body that transforms these chemicals into useful tools to heal. Even the most modern medicine has not been able to figure out how to kill a virus. The only thing that can kill that virus is our own body. It's become easy to depend on some type of medicine to cure our illnesses. We have lost touch with the fact that we can heal ourselves. Now, this meditation will help you remember this fact. It will show you how powerful your body and mind truly are at healing. By using this meditation, you will gain the ability to focus your intentions on healing. Focus your powerful subconscious on healing yourself. Do not worry if you fall asleep during this meditation. Your subconscious mind is most comfortable and open to suggestion when you are unconscious in a sleeping state. You may be asleep. Your conscious mind is busy at work.
There you go. Let them know.
Following this meditation every night will make the body and mind a powerful force of healing.
Shout out to Vegan Knowledge. Hey, sweetie.
Now, these last few minutes before you sleep, the time where you are in between being awake and asleep, it is the most powerful time for you to focus on the healing of the body.
Okay, let's pause it right. Do you hear what he said? When you are basically not in full REM, but when you are right in between that stage where you're kind of foggy and you're drifting into sleep, that is when your subconscious mind is at its most powerful. Okay, and actually open to, okay, let's see what you got for me. Because at that point your subconscious is beginning to, your conscious mind is beginning to drift off and leave you at that point. And that's when your subconscious mind truly takes over, when you're in that state.
We'll take this information and it for the next 8 hours of sleep. So make sure you are comfortable. You will be guided down through this meditation into a relaxed state until you are fully asleep. Follow along with the meditation as long as you want. If you feel tired, go and feel free to fall. Your subconscious will take over from there. Now, I want you to start by taking a deep breath in and let it out.
I would do that
Just
right now.
preparing now the body and the mind.
It's never
letting them become relaxed.
the wrong time for breath work.
Of healing. As you take another deep breath in, continue to focus on relaxing the body. Breathe out. Take another deep breath in. Letting go completely of the thoughts in your mind. And breathe out.
Feel your body relax when you do that?
Just
It's
let your
involuntary.
mind break for a while. No need to think about anything at this moment. Now, you can breathe however you please.
It's got a good voice for this, right?
But still focusing on the breath entering and cleansing the body, and the breath exiting the body, along with all that is no longer needed.
I hope nobody's listening to this at work. I don't want to make you go to sleep at work. Well, I mean, if it's your lunch break, take a nap.
How letting go of everything.
Get some subliminal healing. Subliminal healing.
Relaxing and comfortable.
I couldn't help that. Sorry.
With every breath in and out, you release all the muscles in the body. Letting go of the muscles in your legs. Letting go now of the muscles in your arms and hands. Letting go now of the muscles in your abdomen and chest. Letting go, relaxing the muscles in your neck now. Letting go, relaxing the muscles in your face, the jaw, the cheeks, the brow, all completely relaxed as your body is now limp and loose. So comfortable now, becoming more and more sleepy. Opening up that door now to your subconscious mind. Still awake and aware.
I'm not going to listen to the whole thing. I just want to listen to when he gets into the affirmations part, and then I'll cut it off.
To your subconscious. Just before you.
Just want you to see how he guides you into this. Very, very subtle.
Now so relaxed. You can now access the universal energy. You can see now with your mind's eye. This energy is flowing down to you. This universal energy is so powerful as you feel it entering the body. It can be used for anything that you please. And tonight, just before you fall deep asleep,
Janetta, you crazy.
you will be using this energy to heal. I want you to focus your intention now on the part of your body that needs healing at this moment. Whether you have physical pain or ailment, or you are experiencing emotional pain, just focus now on the place in your body that is feeling this pain. It is okay at this moment to focus on the pain. You are able to bear this pain now because you know it will soon be healing. Now, I want you to take that universal energy that is flowing into your body. I want you to take that energy and focus it directly on the point of the body that needs to heal. Focus now on how this energy is allowing your body to heal. You are now using the universal energy to heal yourself.
What he does is it's basically foreplay. Okay. He is giving foreplay at this point. He is talking you down off the ledge. He's talking you down. He's talking you into and leading you down the path of the subliminal healing that he's trying to give you in this particular lesson. And what happens is he tells you or sets you up with the foreplay, like before I told you when he was talking about he's got another healing one that where he talks about the car accident thing. And a couple of them are called heal, but they have different colors. So I can differentiate which one is the one that I want to listen to that evening. This one is the very first. This one is my introduction into Dauchsy. I don't know how I found it. Just kind of came across and looked up sleep meditations on YouTube. And I came into this one and I've been hooked ever since. Because he has a very soothing way. His voice is extremely soothing, and his stories and foreplay, for the lack of a better word, okay, it's a perfect word for it because that's what it is. His foreplay is awesome because it kind of sets up the rest of the meditation. You see what I'm saying? And he makes you because I believe he is I think he works in social work. I don't know what state, but I think he's, it's one of his jobs is to determine whether families are fit for children. Like, I think he's the one that will, say, yeah, that's not a fit parent or something like that. At least he was at one point. I remember him telling a story. He went in and, was trying to help a lady and didn't know that. I don't know if he's a psychologist or what, but, I think he actually does work as a psychiatrist or works in that field as well. But yeah, he sets you up and then he goes into affirmation that are repeated over and over again. And these meditations, these affirmations, these videos are about 8 hours long. So it's designed to basically give your subconscious this healing and this message the entire night that you're sleeping. Okay, so this is an 8-hour video. So no, we're not listening to an 8-hour video. I'm not trying to, have everybody sleep at the wheel or anything. But I will let you go into the affirmation portion and hear the affirmation in this that he has in this video, and then we'll go ahead and get off of this one. But yeah, I love his setups. I love his setups. Just a wham bam thing, man,
As you continue, focus on the healing. You notice how the pain is exiting the body through the breath. As you look,
and if you're listening to this on the replay game, any pain that you're dealing with, back pain, whatever, headaches, whatever, use this. I'm telling you, I actually had some hip pain that I was dealing with when I initially listened to it. And I'm telling you, it worked wonders for me. That on top of, because at the same time I was teaching myself yoga. So a lot of the yoga poses that I did worked physically, but this for my mental, like he said in the beginning, the subconscious mind is huge in the healing process. Even neurologists are saying this now. It's scientifically proven that that healing process begins with the mind. And I'm talking any type of healing. Physical, if you have a condition, yes, cancer, yes, diabetes, it starts in the mind. A lot of stuff starts in the mind. A lot of stuff has been caused by your thinking. So why not use your mind for the same thing? Use the same thing to heal it. It's like, what do you call it? The hair of the dog? Yeah. If your mind can create it, it can also destroy it.
Breathe out. Is the pain. And all that remains now is the healing power of your body.
Now, that doesn't was born with something, obviously. Okay. Use common sense here.
And the universal energy.
It can help life be a lot smoother for you.
You need to notice how wonderful it feels now that you are healing the body. You have the power. You have always had the power to heal.
You were born with it.
And you are using that power right now to heal your body. Continue to focus now on how this energy you have created is flowing and healing the body now. Now, as you listen to these affirmations, you can continue to focus on the healing of the body, the healing of the mind. You can repeat these affirmations, or you can find yourself falling into a deep, deep slumber. Just let go and let your subconscious decide. I am now healing.
This is the beginning of it. I know this one by heart.
I have the power to heal. I believe in my body's innate ability to heal itself. I heal my body
and
mind with love and respect. I sleep soundly. My subconscious mind is now a tool for healing. I am now focusing my intention on healing.
It worked.
My body
knows
how to heal itself
and is doing
and is doing so right now. My body is now attuned to the wisdom of the universe. My body is full of joy
and vitality. Gratitude and peace flow through my body like a clear, healing stream. I deserve to heal. I create an environment for health and healing. I'm in alignment with my body's ability to heal. I'm so grateful now that I am healing. And it's the last one. I can now see that I'm being completely healed. Just starts over. I am now healing. And basically starts over, and he has that on a loop. So from that point on, where it's I am now healing, and then it ends with I can now see that I'm being completely healed. It's on a loop from that point on for the entire 8-hour session. So your subconscious mind is being fed this, okay, all night long while you're sleeping. And if you do this for 30 days, okay, if you do this for 30 days straight, I guarantee whatever it is that you're trying to heal, you will notice some significant changes that are going to be happening with that area, and your body is going to be doing it on its own. You're basically retraining your brain and you're reminding your body that it knows how to heal itself. You're reminding your mind that it is in control of that. And it works. I used a lot of I used this one to heal me from the PTSD. Because remember, he's not just focused on the body. He said, I'm healing my body and mind with love and respect. This particular meditation cured me of PTSD. And whenever I start to feel like I'm slipping or backsliding in any way, I put it on. In the middle of that, if I'm not feeling that, then I'll listen. He has tons of them. So I may listen to Let Go, or that's another good one. You know, that's one that alleviates fear and anxiety. Tells you to let go of the past, open your heart, be open to new opportunities, let the bullshit go. You know, and he does a talk off in the beginning of how and why you should be letting go, you know, and he does 8 hours worth of those affirmations, about 10 or 12 of those as well. He has some that are like 20 of them, you know. I had a couple of them memorized at one point. Right now I have like 2 that I use on a daily basis. And the cool thing is, now that my subconscious mind has this in its arsenal, guess who can't block it? And guess who has to listen to it? My conscious mind. When I feel like I'm going through something, my subconscious mind is so trained now and so well equipped with these affirmations that now, instead of negative thoughts, I have replacements. I have replacements that are embedded. Why? Because I put them in my subconscious. I didn't just sit and listen to it throughout the day. I did that initially because I'm like, okay, yeah, this is good. I need to do this. I need to try this while I'm sleeping. And I took his word for it. And he was right. He was right. Because it worked, because I'm better. So now I want to help you. If you're suffering, if you're dealing with something and you don't know where to start to change that, it all starts here first. And here is not your conscious, it's your subconscious. So start with this one. Start with this one, you know. Let's see. Let me go back. This is what it looks like. Okay. It's the green one. Wait a minute. Oh, sorry. My bad. I forgot I took him out of there. It's this green one right here with the green healing chakra, which represents the heart chakra. That's the one. So, and he's got a couple that pink let go under it. Those are my two. You can tell my favorites because they're at the top. But that pink let go is awesome. I gotta play just a couple. I'll fast forward information. That's already.
Can you hear me okay?
Okay, it just started. Let me. Yeah.
I allow myself to be at peace. I clear my mind.
Okay, that's where it starts. That's the first one.
I clear my body. I allow myself to let go and start fresh. I let go of all worry
and doubt.
I let go of the past and begin anew.
A lot of times I will word it in my own way, but I'll say the same thing.
I let
go
so that
I have a clear mind and open heart.
My strength is restored.
And my will is renewed. I let go of fear and trust my inner guidance. It knows what I need. I am safe and secure, so I allow myself to let go. There's no need to be anxious or worried about anything.
I allow
myself to be at peace.
I let go of the pain and suffering in my past so that I have the courage to take positive risks in the present and the future. I release any stress and all worry because it's no longer needed. It is no longer needed. I open myself to new opportunities. With my clear mind, I open myself to the love and beauty of the world. And this world is truly beautiful. Perspective is reality. I have clarity in mind and body. So I allow myself to let go. I am renewing my mind. I'm also physically renewing my body. I let go and I allow love into my life. I let go, allowing myself to love others as well as loving myself. I am grateful for my ability to let go and have a fresh start. And the last two, I am grateful for new opportunities that are coming into my life every day. I clear my mind. That was it. I clear my body. I allow myself to let go and start fresh. Let me pause it. I let go of all worry. Okay. And those have helped me
tremendously in my healing journey. So I share this with you because if you listen to this on the replay game and you go check out Dauchsy Meditations, I want to know if it worked for you. I want you to come back to this video and leave me a comment and let me know if you tried it and if you did, if it worked for you. But don't forget, you got to give it a good 30 days. It takes 30 days for your habit to form. It takes 30 days to break a habit. It takes 30 days to form a new habit. Some people say 21, whatever. Okay, it's the same rate. 20, 30, hey, it don't take a day. Let's put it that way. Okay, got to do it for a few weeks. And then you'll begin to notice that you're thinking differently. You know, you're feeling better. You're what's going on? Nothing different has happened around me, but yet I feel different. It's going to happen to you because you're doing it involuntarily. Remember, you're asleep, so you can't let any thought. This is bullshit. I'm listening to this shit. That's what your conscious mind does. It laughs it off. It thinks it's mumbo jumbo. It thinks it's BS. I'm sitting here, you know, you can make a joke about it all you want, but the shit works, you know? And if you take the time and use it, you will be grateful that you did. And I want to see any success stories of anybody that has played this back and listened to it, and it's changed their lives the way it's changed mine. Jen, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Did you want to add something in, darling?
I was just gonna say that you're exactly right. It kind of reminds me of when you eat spinach, for example. This stuff goes into your body. It goes into your body, and it can make you have health benefits. It can make you feel better, but when you're drinking the coffee, you don't know how it works. It reminds me of how that gets in your subconscious. Like you said, you're not consciously thinking about it.
Right.
Getting in there, but you don't even realize it is. You know what I'm saying? Like how you can you don't remember it right away.
Because your conscious mind's not able to block it out.
Yeah. And especially if you have trouble relaxing and you have trouble with like your thought, and a lot of people have that issue during the day, or you're always think that you're doing or you have to do, or you're worrying about certain things. In the sleep time, I thought the same thing. You know what I mean? I was on the same page as everybody else. You know, I was like, no, I want it silent when I sleep.
Jen's like, okay, honey. She's listening to me and like, okay.
You know, and a lot of this stuff
you
was
listen to that shit.
like,
oh my God. I'm really worried right now. I'm like, honey, trust me.
I'm like,
because nobody is animated and worried about crap. You see how animated I am. I'm high strung. I'm naturally high strung. This type of stuff helps me to relax instead of weed. It's a healthier way to relax. I mean, every now and then I'm indulgent, but I don't do that on a daily basis anymore. In fact, we haven't smoked in months.
I've never smoked, if my family's listening.
Sorry, I did put you out there, didn't I?
If Amy Dennis and her mom were listening, that was a big joke one time when we were kids. I was up in the room, but I didn't want to go outside on the porch, and they got in trouble, and she came up, and I was like, oh, H. Really, they probably locked me in there because I was too drunk.
Right.
But I think we're always resistant to trying different things best. And what I've realized in 45 years is you have to keep it is not right, then it's something that is not right. You know, like it's something
a root. You got to figure it out.
You have to be open to other suggestions. If you're perfect, you know, and you already feel like this, and maybe you don't need it, but most of us issues that we need to deal with, we want to feel better. And these things, how I was resistant to them because, like we talk about all the time, sometimes you get into a rhythm of doing things your own way and you feel like your way is best. But then
Right.
wait a minute, let me take a look at what's going on here. And I'm watching you in this really peaceful zone. And I'm like, okay, wait, I'm still a little worried about everything. I have issues. Let me try, it's kind of like people have done when they'll like look at me. Well, why should I listen to you? Oh, here's what's happened. Here's my before picture. Here's my after picture. Here's how I feel. I felt like health wise, I felt like I was in my teens again, and my body was energy levels was up, but like my mind needed a lot of work. So it was on one accord,
People
and
don't
that's where you fit in.
people don't take that into accord. Just because you can heal physically, like, okay, yeah, I can work out, I can lift and, do strength training all I want and get on the spinner and do some cardio. But if I'm not working this out, if I'm not healing this, then eventually all the work that I've put into my body will dissipate because the mind controls that. When you are in Dex was talking about it yesterday, when you are in a constant low frequency, that degrades the body. People don't realize that the mind and body are one. They are connected.
Just like you have to feed your body good food, you have to feed your mind
good thoughts.
and
That's
good
the food for the mind.
You know what, too? I was just thinking, I talk about this all the time, sitting there and be like, bull crap, my mind doesn't have anything to do with my body. They're two separate entities. Everybody on a roller coaster on TV or jumping out of an airplane gets that feeling in its stomach from watching that. Now, why would your body feel what that person is feeling just for tells you right there how powerful what you hear, what you see, and which are so they're affecting your body. You ever like got really sick? Have you ever gotten really excited? And obviously blood pressure will go up. So your thoughts constantly control your body. Just as important. And so if you're going to do one, you have to do the other. And I was resistant. Now there are a lot of foods that can feed your mind too. Like we always
blueberries. Blueberries are good for the mind, for the brain.
Cantaloupes and bananas, a way to cantaloupe especially has serotonin, reaches your serotonin up, and herbs and things. But if you don't get your mind right, that's going to wear off. You can only
get your mind right. But blueberries also have the nickname of brainberries in England, I think they call them. But they help your cognitive abilities so much. Brainberries. And it's so funny. This is not to be confused with the other lesson that we did last week where I said you are not your mind. That's something completely different. But yet it's the same, because when your mind is being negative, you have to disconnect from it. When you feed it positivity, you have to connect with that and use that to the best of your ability. You are not, when your mind is telling you, oh, I'm sick, that's when you have to disconnect from it. Okay, disconnect whatever's going on with your body from your mind, retrain your mind, and then allow that union to happen once again. But the fact that you are not your mind is the way you can disconnect that. You know what I mean? So it's a fine line.
It's like driving.
And you have to learn to walk it.
Driving a stick shift, you have to balance that throughout your life. You have to balance
that neutral zone. You've got to balance that neutral and that gas. You got to balance that clutch and that gas pedal.
You got to make sure you got the money
I
enough
love
money,
that we're
but
on one accord with this stuff. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people have partners that look at them like they're crazy, or even with you, initially you didn't reject it in a way that maybe somebody else would have, because that's not in your nature to be nasty like that, or condescending. You listen to what, girl, please, that's not you. And I love, that's one of the reasons I chose you for my wife, because me and that ain't gonna get along. Who the fuck you talking to? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't need anybody like that. Okay. And I don't talk to you like that, because there's no need to talk to you like that, because you're so easygoing. You help me be more easygoing. And when I find something that works, I know I can come to you and share with you, and it's not going to be looked at as something. You're not going to come down being condescending on me. Not that I would allow anybody to do that to me, but you don't react that way. You take it in, and if it's not for you, it's like, okay, I might not try that tonight, but I hear you. I may consider that. That's not usually my cup of tea, but I consider that's how you came at it, and I respected that. And I'm like, okay. And I knew one day in the back of my mind, lead by example, D. Lead by example. Let her see it work in your life, and then maybe she'll. And that's what happened. You're like, okay, what were you listening to again? And I'm like, okay, let me show you. She was open. And I'm like, but I didn't force it on her. Not that I can. She's a grown woman. She can do what she wants. I'm not that type of partner either. You know what I mean?
you will
But
see
I'm
this,
like,
you will like it.
I'm like, okay, in your own time, honey. Trust
It's
you. It's working for me. So in your own time, if you ever want to, I'll send you the link, or I'll show it to you, or we can listen together, or whatever. And now we're kind of on the same accord with that.
what's cool about it, because like you said, I don't know, like I think opened me up to a lot of even being more open minded. I've always been open minded, to say, hey, maybe that's not
Yeah,
for me, but that's
that's
for
why we
somebody
work.
else,
We're
and
both
great.
open-minded people.
And
Yeah,
maybe I can try that, and maybe that will help me. And there are things that you don't know, and that as you get older and less stubborn, you realize that you can be more self-reflective and say, hey, maybe this is for
yeah,
me. Because
yeah,
I'm going to tell you, when I remember telling you this too, um, going all the way back, and somebody would say I'm a vegan, or I'm plant-based. I'm like, are you mean that's crazy? You have to have meat on your plate. But the fact that I had an open enough mind to look into that world of people that were saying this worked for them, and
right.
the like the science of it and everything, and listen to people like you who are the mind, and it has worked for them,
Yes,
these methods. It made me, all these years later, having tried it, I wish I would have tried that when I was 10 years. Instead, it's been almost 4. But now I feel like the same journey I was on then, that journey now with healing my mind. But
yeah,
10 years ago, my mind seemed okay. I'd get more
right.
work, and my hormones went nuts at like 42. Or okay, I see where these people, you know, think they're going half nuts. And
Menopause is a bitch.
I'm telling you, man, like it's worse than puberty for me. I think
The stuff that happens
of
when you're on your way in, the stuff that happens when you're on your way out, baby. It's like,
but I'm
okay,
like,
your
okay,
mind
the
can play tricks
cool
with
thing,
you.
we can always exist together, but I love the fact that you already went through it. Kind of
Yeah,
everything I
yeah,
tell you about,
yeah.
you're like,
I'm like,
right,
girl, I've been through that. Yeah. Oh, don't
you'll
worry
be
about it.
fine.
I'm like, Jen,
Yeah,
remember
I
when I
had
was
that
having the
trouble too.
panic attacks? I was the age you are now.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, and like
Yeah.
that's where I'm at. I go through some of it. I watched you also come out of it. Now you're like this motivational speaker, peaceful meditation, and and I'm
I am
like,
Zen
okay,
master.
sister, and now I'm on my way. I feel like I've always been really laid back
Yeah.
like able to even
Yes,
remain
you have it. I've
calm.
known you for 14 years, and you are very laid back. I know a
My
side of you that most
head.
people don't know and will never know. I know the neuroticism that you deal with, and we all have that in some way, shape, or form. And I get to see the Jen that nobody else sees, but you get to see the Dawn that nobody else sees. And these things that I'm teaching, you get to have me 24/7 in your life to help you through it, because I've been through a lot of what you're going through, and
Mhm.
you unfortunately don't have any control over that, because it's a natural thing that does happen to women. When we
Yeah.
begin to age, we all kind of go menopause. I was joking, but menopause takes women through something physically and mentally. And, men will never understand that. But this is things that men can apply in their lives as well, because men go through things too. We won't understand that because we're women. But, you go through things when you get older, and your mind can really play tricks with you. When you're young, you're full of piss and vinegar. Oh, man, I can do this. I can jump out of an airplane. You're invincible.
I
But
thought I
when you
wasn't going
start to
to
real
go
yeah,
through it
when
because
you
I
start to
already
realize that, hey, that D-Day is coming closer and closer. Pink Floyd said it best. 10 years have got behind you. No one told you when to run. You missed the starting gun. It's like, whoa, what the hell? I'm how old? What? Oh, okay. And then I got wind that, hey, if you get your mind right, and also, the body follows the mind, work out, eat right, think right, you can act physiologically and physically literally change your DNA. And when I said I was 34 yesterday, I was not joking about that. I am legit. I
even
feel
feel
like I can
30.
do things that I did at that age.
I
And I
feel more
and I can
like
do things.
I feel more like 20,
I,
21.
I
It's
really do. I didn't want to exaggerate.
like my
I'm like, I
body
would
itself.
challenge my 20-year-old self to a basketball game right now. Like, I've never eaten vegan. Come on, ever in my life. I'm a vegan. And my heart and things, everything, it just feels completely. I never drank as much water in my entire life if I had drank in the past 4 or 5 years. And
Well, I will tell
especially
you
now that I'm drinking a gallon a day.
you know what?
Huh?
The
What?
the great thing about it is I don't have to deal with any of the happen during menopause though, because I don't know if anybody listens to Dr. Neil Barnard. Um, I'll try to give you the link to put it in there for anybody that's listening. This is like, yeah, I'm going through. Have hot flashes. I don't have, a lot of the physical go through during menopause.
A
I
lot of the
think
physical things, I think she said.
cutting out a lot of the physical
Yeah.
things that people go through, like the hot flashes, weight gain, things like that. Um, what I didn't know even dealing with that because Dr. Neil Barnard talks about how important food, and there are certain things you can do and eat to help through menopause, and that's where herbs and things and moringa actually helps with that. So
Yes.
it's more of the emotional thing. There is nothing more powerful than actually healing what the root cause, and your mind, you can only put so much food for thought in there. You
Yeah.
Why I love what you're doing, because you're getting us to the root core of our subconscious of and what's causing those thoughts and helping
Yeah.
us get through them.
Awesome. And that's why I'm here. I'm glad to do that. I don't just talk about reality TV. I talk about real life TV too. You know,
Reality.
real tea. Instead of reality, real tea. But yeah, another thing that I do is I do breath work. And that is going to be the subject of tomorrow's midday. I'm thinking about name, Jen. Instead of meltdown, I'm thinking about midday motivator or something like that. You know, I don't know. We'll kick it around. But
I like
I've checked.
meltdown because those of us who you can refreeze us or whatever.
This is Wim Hof, the guy that does the breath work. This man, I forget how old he is. He's something like in his 70s or 80s. This guy swam in the Arctic. He does cold healing, like where he'll train you to. He has people that he has these classes where he's trained people to get in sub-zero weather right from hot. Like he trains you to get in a hot shower, and when you take your shower, turn the water cold slowly, and then turn it back hot, and then turn it back cold, and then let just stand there in the freezing, and you can feel your brain active. You can feel brain activity happening when this happens. It's your mind adjusting. And he has come up with this breathing method that floods your body with oxygen. And I'm telling you, this guy, I would challenge anybody to outdo this guy. I'm telling you, Wim Hof is, I think maybe I will just make it on him, not just about his breathing. I'll look up some more stuff, and I like the sharing of the video. I'll do more of that. You know what I mean? And that way we don't have to worry about copyright claims because I'm using YouTube. I'm right on YouTube. So it's clear that I'm not claiming it. And if anything, it'll hopefully get people to look at those channels and look at those people and subscribe to them,
Looks like I've all this time you've been talking about Wim Hof, and you've even let me use 2 words just to Wim Hof.
You said what now? You broke up there. Something about 2 words.
Yeah, his name. I had no idea. I thought it was like the whole last name was Wim Hof.
I still don't know if it's the technique or his name hyphenated or abbreviated, William Hof or something. I don't know, but I know he's referred to as Wim Hof. And you saw the name there, good. WM and then HOF. So,
just like
but yeah, these this technique is named after him. So, and he came up with it, but he has done a lot in the way of superhuman things at his age. So, and he went through the death of his wife early, in their marriage. And I think he raised their kids. So, there's some things that drove him to be the person that he is today. So I'll try to share some of his story tomorrow and finish out the week with breath work. If you get nothing out of this week, take with you the meditation and the subliminal healing from Dauchsy and Wim Hof breathwork. That was the purpose of this week, to really embed that in people.
And don't forget, you might have mentioned it, but because I cut out now, is such a great book that probably has helped me.
And the Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle.
Definitely. It's really good. And then all the other things go in conjunction, just like everything together. Sometimes you can't find one quick fix to the mind. I've found that
there are no quick fixes.
Is to the things that you're putting out, feeding your mind the right thoughts, when it's feeding you negative thoughts that are making up stories in your mind.
The mind does that,
taking
by nature,
a minute before you react to different things to manage, like, guys, what the real reason you're angry is. Are you angry or are you hurt? Are your feelings hurt? And express place to the other person or to the situation.
Are you angry or are you scared?
And sometimes you're scared and we lash out. Sometimes we're just like, our feelings are hurt and we lash. Yourself is one of the most difficult things. Understanding other people is difficult. All the time. We need to really understand ourselves in order to be able to empathize. And that's so, like, one of the things I think that I learned this week so far.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you are getting so much from them, honey. And, hey, that's why I'm doing them. I want people to get everything that they can out of it the way that I have and the way that I continue, because it's not a quick fix. There is no such thing. It's an ongoing process, and you will do it to the day you cease to you depart this experience, So anything else you want to add before we get out of here?
Not much, just this, that I was saying this earlier. I posted on my Facebook, but work and effort and energy in helping other people, and so much effort and intent for these streams. It's very much appreciated if you go in here and you click like the channel so we can reach more people with these messages. And also,
Thank you.
You tonight for your other stream for the 90. Was it Mary Cat?
Of course, man. Of course, the Tuesday
Monday.
takeover.
If you
and then the Tuesday takeover we do, and then Thursdays tonight, Ro and I do the Married at First Sight. But tonight it's going to be a little bit different. And don't forget to all of these I end it with start now. Don't procrastinate. I never used that slide, so I wanted to get that out there. Start now. But yeah, tonight is the Married at First Sight / 60 days in stream. So I'm going to admit, if Ro is watching this, I did not get a chance to binge it. So I'm going to do some binging of season 1, and then we can discuss that tonight. So I'll get through the first few episodes, and then I'll set some slides up for that, and then we can talk about that. But yeah, we're doing Married at First Sight and 60 days in. I'm excited.
If you don't mind, I'm just one of these little, YouTubers and subscribing to Vegan Knowledge JJ.
Yes, and subscribe. I always include her link. Meatless Mondays comes on.
Let me help you get healthy.
Yes. We had an amazing Meatless Monday. She had so many guests on there, and it was cool. It was like a party, baby. It was a vegan party. It was a plant-based party up in here. So if you're looking to transition over to the vegan lifestyle, and you want some tips and some tricks and some hacks, some cheat codes, come to Meatless Mondays. Jen has a lot of information for you and a lot of suggestions that can help you. We don't force it down your throat, but it's just something you can listen to that might help you. Ro, and I'm proud of Ro, because Ro's taking it on, and she's doing well with it.
Just like you tell your story and just experiences. Yeah, that's exactly what we do, and tell different people tell their. If you go on to the page right now, you'll see there are stories who came on and told his journey of vegan, how he healed himself from many. Rick McKeon, who healed himself from so many health issues. There's my story on that story on there. I mean, it's a lot, and it's like, but like you said, so even if you're not vegan, or you never thought about it, or you never thought about plant-based, you might as well check it healthier. If you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to feel better, if you're trying to health issues, a lot of people have come off their medication. So definitely join us. And there's some top dairy replacements and things on there that you can check out too. So plug that on here, letting me talk to everybody about my mind channel.
Yep, cool. All right, so thank you so much for joining me. As always, it's always a pleasure.
Midday therapy.
Yep. Yeah, midday therapy. Maybe we can do that. I don't know. But again, as always, guys, and I want to reiterate and remind you to please start now, with some of these changes. If you want to change the way that you're thinking about something and the way things are going in your life, start now with the subliminal healing. Okay. But other than that, I thank everybody for being here. I thank you for listening. If you are joining me on the replay game, I thank you for listening. Listen to it in its entirety. You're going to get some gems in there. And by all means, go check out Dauchsy Meditations. Go check out Wim Hof Breathing. Check out Veganologist channel. Check out Karen and Thomas BSR. Belief System Reality. They have some good stuff for you over there as well. And check out Rose Thoughts. You know, if you are Rose, a firecracker. So if you have any type of political thoughts, she has a little bit of everything over there. She does reviews. She has her just her thoughts. You know what I mean? It's called Rose Thoughts. So I don't normally include her channel, but I'm going to go ahead and include her channel as well, because she's a big part of this too. So, all right, Jen. Well, I love you, and I will see you on the flip side. And everybody, peace and blessings.